Sorry, what's a cru?
So a cru is an area, a wine producing area, which is saying it's like a protected appellation almost. So like you've got Beaujolais Village, right? So Beaujolais Village is Beaujolais, and the grapes can be from anywhere in the Beaujolais region.
Right.
Then you've got these crus, these select areas like Moulin-à-Vent.
Okay, and that will lead to a kind of accent in the Beaujolais flavour.
Exactly, yeah. So the grapes are only coming from this special area, this one area.
How big are they like a specific size? Are they like, this is like, it could be hundreds of kilometres or it could be 10?
In the New World it could be, in the Old World and in Burgundy it tends to be, say like 10 hectares in total.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
Very specific.
Yeah, and then in Burgundy even smaller, like you've got one vineyard on one side and then there's a wall on the other side and it's a different cru. Obviously, and then they brought in they went the crus, and then they went Premier Crus, and then Grand Crus. So they're getting even more specific. But the first is making an.
Sorry, Premier Crus and Grand Crus.
Yeah.
So I love all this nomenclature.
We've gone off on a tangent here completely, but
a Premier Cru is not a cru that is superior. It is a smaller unit within a cru.
No, it is superior.
It is okay. So if I'm a wine salesman, I'm going. My cru is not your shitty regular cru. It is a Grand Cru, top of the cru.
So it will start off with an area, right?
Yeah.
And the first thing that will happen is you'll get an appellation, and appellations get given out all the time. One of the newest in the Rhone is
by an authority. There's an authority that says we designate the appellations.
Yeah.
Is that like the EU?
No, it's some French.
Some French thing. Okay.
Like, you know, like Colston Bassett Stilton. That's a protected appellation.
Like Michelin, the tyre company.
That's it.
Why?
Michelin,
Yeah.
So there's an area, and then you get an appellation, and that's great. And then they start to say, actually, wines that are made from that place and that place are slightly different, and there's a nuance there. So let's give that a name for a cru. Let's give that a cru. Let's separate it in cru. That's the next step.
Okay.
And then they're going to go. Our cru here is southwest facing, which is great in the northern hemisphere because you're getting the most amount of sunshine.
Yep.
It's got the best soils. It's got great drainage. Our wine is 10 times superior to your cru. You're giving our cru a bad name, so we're going to say we're going to get Premier Cru status. And then someone else goes, I'm going to go, and this happens, of course, over hundreds of years.
Yeah.
And they find out where the best bits of land, and that's often why, France are, widely regarded as the best producers of wine because they've searched out these areas and they've found out where the best places are to grow grapes.
The most long-term wine culture
Yeah.
has actually allowed for this level of specialization.
Yeah.
And it's not like beer where you can just be like, right, I'm starting a brewery and I'm going to do it on the M25.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
exactly. They know exactly. Obviously, the longest history in wine comes from Georgia and the Romans used to make wine as well, and ancient civilizations all used to make wine. But yeah, the French are the ones that technically have really explored terroir the most, which is the place of a wine comes from, the impact of a place on the grape in the wine.